They told me bust out my AP, perfect timing. Got them baguettes up on my neck, I stay shining.
Welcome back to Celebrity Sunday. I'm your celebrity host, Drayson, and today we are back for part 2 of looking for homes for Sheduer Sanders, who was the number 144th pick in the NFL draft, who happens to have, or at least had for a while, the number 1 selling jersey for a rookie. That's right, his jersey was selling more than anybody else's picked ahead of him. But anyway, we're going to take a look at 10 properties. Now, last week we kind of looked at properties that were very central to, the Brown Stadium. I forget the exact name that it's called, but you guys that are from Cleveland who love the Browns, you guys know what that place is called. Okay, Liberty something. You know what? I'm not even going to try to guess. It's where the Browns play. Damn it. Okay. It's by the water, which I didn't know that until last week. So anyway, that's a W spot. This WW spot. You know what I mean? But yeah. So today we're going to look at something a little different. Now, like I said last week, we kind of made it central where he could basically get to work. 5 minutes to 30 minutes. Kind of. To drive, you know what I mean? So, 30 minutes, that way he can enjoy his cars, because he has cars, lots of nice cars. Anyway, so today we will be doing something different by having him link up with his potential mentor, Deshaun Watson. So we're going to find him some places that are more or less 10 to 15 minutes from where Deshaun Watson lives now. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but let's just say he will be close enough, okay? He will be close enough to Deshaun where they can, talk it up, because let's face it, I think the NFL has it out for Deshaun. And I mean, look, he put that target on his back by not performing to his standard. They gave him a chance and he didn't perform to his standard. So I don't think that there will be any fit for him once his contract runs out. So, in this situation, I guess the best thing that he could do is mentor and get Joe Flacco up out of there, because Joe Flacco helped get him up out of there. Joe Flacco comes in from the couch and then starts performing, So if Deshaun has a vendetta against Joe Flacco, he wants Sheduer to start as soon as possible. I mean, come on, let's face it. Kenny Pickett and he's nobody's starter. It's really between Dillon Gabriel and Sheduer at this point, as far as who's going to take the helm, for the Browns, especially this season, given that Deshaun is still, injured. He's still nursing wounds. So it could be good for both him and Sheduer to kind of spend some time together. He can mentor Sheduer, tell Sheduer what not to do, because to be honest with you, the only thing that Deshaun did wrong was not keeping in his pants, okay? He didn't keep it in his pants, and he was very aggressive with these ladies, and it backfired. So anyway, we're going to check out first Deshaun's home, and then we'll look at neighboring properties for Sheduer, which all, by the way, have lots of space for him to invite teammates over and get in lots and lots of extra practice. Let's get it. All right, so now we're looking at Deshaun Watson's house, and this is more along the lines of an English manor, which I am a fan of. Nice old touch. Of course, this has, plenty of space, well manicured, trees, privacy. Wow. This is enormous. There's a guest house here. I mean, this is like excellent. I can't lie, and you got a nice pool. Looks like this might be infinity edged, and they're just not running the water, because that'd be a kind of a waste. You got a water feature here. It's nice. Water feature to the motor court. It's always a nice touch. Got some random photo here. Again, photos like this are real artsy and have nothing to do with showing the property. This is like an architectural digest photo. Like this is, it's just because it's not really highlighting anything in the house particular to, you know, living space. Yes, the walls are nice, and you know, the tone of wood that is used here is excellent, but I mean, this picture highlights what we just looked at. This picture, pointless. This picture highlights everything that I just mentioned. And plus, you can see the living area, great room with a bar right here, like a hallway, like you could feel the house here, right? I don't know if that's the entryway, but you could feel the house. You have the setup here where there's like 4 individual coffee tables, let you know how big the space is. Is this a wood? This looks like it. No, this is a gas fireplace. It might be still wood burning, but there's definitely a gas key here. But yeah, this is nice. Like I can't front to you. Separate dining space, beautiful, beautiful. Very nice. Okay, we pretty much got pictures of that same living space area like multiple times. All right, this is a kitchen, nice, very nice large kitchen. 2 ovens here, pot filler, you know, nice large island. Yeah, very, very nice. I wish they would have just put all the pictures on one page. So this is like the breakfast nook area. Yeah, cause wait, is this can't be the same. It is the same. So it's just from a different angle. So it's from that kitchen, from the kitchen area. The picture's taken from the kitchen area. This is what I'm hoping is the primary, because the first bedroom photo you should always get is the primary. Why? Because the person buying it is going to take the primary. I mean, it's real basic, you know, technique to sell a home. Yeah, nice large closet. So this definitely has some Cleveland Brown accents in here. You know, the orange in the brown. I mean, obvious, right? It's like they knew that the only people that, you know, that you can market to on a regular basis are athletes. So you gotta make it centric. All right, so this is that's a really nice sized bedroom if that's not the primary. These are really nice sized bedrooms, and you know, to be honest with you, I haven't seen anything that jumps out as like this has to be the primary. Like these are all nice large bedrooms. Like I'm confused as to which one is which. By the way, Deshaun, what do you buy this for? 5.4? Yeah, 5.4. So a little under 5.5, he got all of this. This is nice. Like I said, this is nice. A lot of these fireplaces, they have like this aesthetic, like they could be wood burning. These are all really large rooms. There's an office right here. Those have really large rooms, coffered ceilings here in what looks like your entertainment den living area. I like it. All right, and that's Deshaun's house. So the first house we're going to look at, to be honest with you, I would stay clear from this Sheduer. This is way too much house. Way too much house. Very East Coast traditional house. I mean, this is the type of house that London would love to have, okay? This is grandiose as grandiose can be. For just under 3.5, like for under 3.5, you're getting 30,000 square feet, 10 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms. This is like next level, but this is a historic property too. So this is one of those houses where I think if you buy it, you're not able to tear it down. You know, nice open area, motor court, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Boom. But yeah, this is like very old. Like they preserved, like the current owner of this property preserved, you know, the aesthetics of the house. And I mean, it shows. Like, look at this. To someone who likes, you know, newer stuff, like this would be considered hideous. This is very different, having the door to close off, you know, from the people that are working there. Like if you're hosting an event or you have a butler or, you know, whatever, you close off and you enjoy your meal basically with your family. And I mean, that's what the door is for, to close everything out, obviously. And then the door to the kitchen, like this is 100% built for yesteryear standards, where the idea of wealth was to continue to have people work for you and do all of these things for you. So, you know, this is old money, as old can be. So the kitchen did receive some updating. You know, not really a huge fan of this granite, but they got nice Viking appliances. And, you know, I mean, look, it's your standard kitchen, what you expect. Wow, there's another range here. So yeah, then the intent, I guess, is to host many events, is what they probably did. And out here towards the back is like a little breakfast nook area that, you know, that's the most homey thing about this house so far. Wow. It's another dining area with another dining area. I'm confused. I mean, this is like, what do we do with these spaces? Like, what do we put in these spaces to show, right? I mean, they could have went with more seating, you know, formal seating, couches. I mean, I feel like you can't go wrong with couches, you know, pool table. Obviously, old money probably is not interested in deviant things like pool. But having all of these, you know, having all of those, what you call it, dining tables. And we've seen 3 dining tables in a breakfast nook. There's 4 places to eat, and those 2 were like right next to each other. So here we have these side-by-side photos that they like to do. And these look like 2 completely different areas, even though they have the same aesthetic with the archway. Obviously there is, you know, some plaster here, you know, for drywall, etc. In a staircase attached to it. And then there's none of that here. So these definitely are 2 different entryways to different rooms, which I don't understand why they had to do a side-by-side photo, but they do it. But this is like the parlor area, obviously. Don't know what this is. So yeah, this is the parlor area where, you know, you have your cigars, and your scotch. And surprisingly, there's no seating at this table. All the seating is upstairs. You're just gonna have to stand or sit in the corner over here. The detail to this fireplace is, I mean, this is profound. Like, this is, I don't think you could get this anymore. Like, to have someone do this, the detail on this is amazing. Insane. Bookcase, insane. Basic book. Oh, wow. Nope, I take it back. This is a nice area, really, really nice area. I was being a little sarcastic, but this is an excellent type of library. It's very, very, you know, warming and inviting. You come in here and you just have a good smoke of the pipe, and you read your latest your latest find. But yeah, anyway, the hell is this? I thought it was a room for a second, but I guess it was just like another hangout area. I mean, this house has a lot of charm. And there's only so much indoor pool. There's only so much you can show for a 30,000 square foot house, 3-car garage. I mean, this place is huge. The tennis court. Yeah, tennis court. I mean, this place is huge. But yeah, looking at it now, Sheduer, I would stay very clear from this. It looked like a 3-car garage, but this should be a fairly large garage, assuming that this is all garage. But yeah, Sheduer, I would stay clear of this, bro. I would stay clear of this. It's just too much. It's too much house, and it's expensive to operate something like this. Like, just the grounds alone, you're spending thousands of dollars to maintain. Just the grounds, because what is this? How many acres is this? This is 7.69 acres, built in 1924. Is the Van Sweringen? Somebody please pronounce that for me. Sweringen. Or Sweringen if the G is silent. The Sweringen brothers. This was their house. Now, I don't know the full-on history of these two, but apparently they were wildly successful. Wildly successful guys. And, you know, yeah, that is the house that they built. And I mean, it was huge. And that is currently for sale for $3, $4, $5. Now, you couldn't build that house for that much right now. So the replacement value to build that is insane. All right, so now we're gonna dial it down a little bit. We went from overly massive to, let's just go more comparable. This I like a lot more for you, Sheduer. You know, this one, you're looking at 1.6, brand new construction, you know, 5,700 square feet. You know, this is gonna have everything new, everything brand new. Now, there are gonna be some things that you're gonna have to add that will be missing, which, you know, I mean, for a house at 1.6, you cannot really expect to have, such as a sauna and a cold plunge, which of course you can buy yourself and you can set up easily, but you know, in any room in this space, or you can put it outside. It's you know, it's up to you. But just looking at this place, you have your shelving for books, photos, you know, whatever, right? There's a basement here, right? So basement level, second story. So you've got really nice space here. This is, I mean, look, Sheduer, this is your style right here, to be fair. I mean, even the chandelier, like, just look at how large this kitchen is, and then the living area. Like, this is a really nice flow, and then there looks like there is a either prep kitchen or galley area, but still there's extra space for the events that you host. Pot filler. I mean, yeah, I like this. I like the kitchen a lot. I like the kitchen very much. They liked it too. They took a lot of photos of the kitchen. They took a lot of photos of the kitchen. So yeah, let's see, pot filler here. Is this that second area, or is this still the main kitchen? Yeah, this is the main kitchen. It's still the main kitchen. I'm like, is that, because that looked like there's a lot that they fit to that small area. Okay, the kitchen is the showpiece. We get it. And then your pantry here. Look, you got a wet room. Is there a wet room? But anyway, this is where you come in, take off all your stuff from outside, and then that way you don't track it in the house. Okay? I haven't said enough because it's not common here in LA, but I know they're common pretty much anywhere that's not LA. So this can't be the primary, not with these sliding doors for the closet. This is just like a bedroom. Again, the first bedroom photo that needs to be seen. Whenever you do photos and you're selling a house, it needs to be the primary. That's the first room that people need to see, is the primary. So it's just open space. Obviously you could put a couch here, a TV, and you know, it's a nice little setup. Typically what people do, they have families, they put like the kids play area up there. That way you can try to keep as much stuff upstairs as possible, you know, because for whatever reason, no matter how big your children's rooms are, they will not just play in their room. They have to play out of the room, which means they have to take the toys out of the room. So I'm guessing this is the primary because it has the nice design wall here. And I don't see a closet yet. Okay, still okay. And yeah, here's a walk-in closet. So yeah, that is the primary with the double shower, nice tub. Yeah, this is the primary. So we did find the primary finally. This is the laundry room, obviously. So they got this carpet upstairs, which I'm not a huge fan of carpet. A lot of people aren't, but for 1.6, I love it. For 1.6, I'm okay with it because this is you're getting a lot for 1.6. Like if I could get this for 1.6 in LA, you'd have no idea. this here for 1.6, I'm telling you right now, people, like everybody would be lined up to buy this. Literally, when I say it, I mean everybody, even people that are not looking for a home would be lined up to buy it. This much for 1.6. And then you have your gym area here, okay? So yeah, the one thing that you're gonna have to do, Sheduer, is put in a cold plunge, but I like this one enough. I probably would still clear from buying it, but if you were to ask me, is this something that you think I should buy? I would probably say, I think so. I think it's pretty good buy. I think at worst case scenario, if you bought it for 1.5 and you know, you'd be able to sell it for at least what you bought it for 5 years down the line. You know, maybe more. Again, I'm not an expert. I don't understand this market. I've looked at some of this stuff and, you know, over the course of like a few years, and I don't like the way that, you know, the market looks, because this is like a market that's really driven by people who are relocating. So when people stop relocating, then the prices stall. So, I mean, again, at 1.6, I do like it, but you know, how long has this been on the market? Over a month. Right, over a month. They bought the land for 265. They bought the land for $265,000. And is this even built? Because there's no way you could build that in a couple months. There's no way. Estimated completion, okay. I'm like, there's no way. They just had either this is was a model that they already done. This is the show model. Because those don't look like renderings. Like those photos that we looked at, those weren't renderings. But yeah, 16 days, still unsold. Well, it's more now, or maybe it's sold. All right, so it's been over a month. The house is still there, so that should tell you everything that you need to know. That this is not something that flies out, you know, over the shelf. Because I can tell you for certain, even if this wasn't completed, and here, because there's properties that sell here all the time, pre-construction, or in the middle of construction, like for much more than this, 3, 4, 5, 6 times the price of this. So, you know, no one's there yet, but again, this is something I do like. Again, it's brand new. It looks really nice. Looks like they're choosing, you know, good materials for the price. I like this. This one checks off a lot of boxes, you know. So, Sheduer, I like this one. All right, so next we're going to look at a property that actually does have a freaking video. And let's see what this one's all about. And then we'll talk about price and stuff. I like the grounds, very private, Sheduer, very, very private. I like the woodwork. I like the kitchen. It's not huge kitchen. The one we just looked at, that kitchen was bigger. I still like it. It definitely has like a real home feel. Like this doesn't feel like some oversized mansion. Ooh, I like that powder room. It's very elegant. Got your film room right there, Sheduer. And a little dog house out there if you end up getting a dog. All right, so let's look at it. This one is also listed for 1.6 as well, which that's a pretty good price. I really like this house. Replacement value. I mean, look, you can't build this for 1.6. You can't build 8,000 square feet for 1.6. At least here, materials might be a little different since there's probably more woods areas and, they have maybe more resources than we do. So that could, lower the price. But this was built in 99, just under 2 acres. I mean, look here, Sheduer. That was a really nice look. You have your nice drive-in area, motor court. This is beautiful. Beautiful, serene. You pull up around, like you just feel. This feels like like I said, it feels like a home. This doesn't feel like an oversized mansion, because this is a mansion, but it's not like it's not like 30,000 square feet. I mean, like nothing's like that. But this is a grand area. Right here, you got your dining area. Like this is a classic type of feel. Like I said, not really too big on the kitchen. I mean, black appliances, are not bad. Preference would be to have like more built-ins, especially like a microwave built-in instead of this. But they didn't like really cheap out on like the counters and obviously the dual sinks. And I don't even think that the oven is cheap. I don't know. I can't tell from this distance what this is, but it's not Wolf or Miele, right? It's not Wolf or Miele or any of the high-end brands. But again, this is something that's 1.6. Personally, I would change that out, get something a little better like Viking. But yeah, still not a bad look, but considering the white and the brown, just the black doesn't do it for me, especially when you have stainless steel over here. You might as well just go stainless steel overall, but it's all good. I definitely wouldn't put books right here. Maybe like some spices, some vinegars, some something along the lines of what you would find in a kitchen. And most people are not going to put cookbooks right there, especially in today's time where all of our cookbooks, they're here. But anyway, nice dine-in area. Now this I found interesting, which is a covered walkway downstairs, so it's like completely the idea of outside, but it's still indoors. So that's why it has like this little sitting area, and I like that. Like that's different to me. Like you could go right there, watch your kids play, and you don't have to. Okay, wait. Let me stop. You can watch your nieces and nephews, Sheduer. You can watch your nieces and nephews play. I forgot, we're selling a house to Sheduer Sanders. My bad. You could watch your nieces and nephews play outside while you're sitting there, you know, looking up the plays and studying plays and stuff. Like, this is the perfect setup for that, Sheduer. Boom. Right? Then you got right here your living space area where you can come here and watch film by the fireplace. Boom. Then you got your office with coffered ceilings, Sheduer, where you can go ahead and continue to be legendary. Heck, you should just turn this into the studio. This has the preparation to be turned into the studio. Just fill everything out, you know, with the sound foam pads. Boom. This is now the studio. Let's go. Okay, powder room. You know, this is the primary, right? Like, somebody did it. There you go. What, you know, little vanity right here in the primary. Like, primary bathroom is really, really nice. You got your laundry room. You know, some stairs. You got some extra rooms here for, you know, your family, for your dad to pull up. You know, for Shiloh to come hang out. And of course, your mentor, you know, could pull over, stay the night in case, you know, his old lady is you know, tripping. He got somewhere else to go hang out. All right. These bathrooms here. Well, this bathroom, this needs to be updated. Still got a nice layout, but this needs to be updated. But yeah, rooms, pretty much your typical rooms. This bathroom I could leave alone. The other one, I'd want that updated. And then you got your rec room, Sheduer, right next to the film room where you can just watch film the entire time. You could even put the studio down here, but yeah, you can put a pool table, whatever, Sheduer, whatever you feel like doing, man. You know, you got it, man. You put a stripper pole down there. Well, no, it's probably not a good spot for a stripper pole. But you can do some things, okay? That was the whole point. You could do some things. Wow, so there's a room down here too. Or like, you know, this is just definitely more space. This could be the studio, to be honest with you. Right, there's already a little room here to put glass, and you could just make this a booth. Right, extend this out a little bit and make it a booth. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Perfect timing. And then of course you got your gym area, ESPN, which is the only place that you show up because you're legendary. And then the outdoor space, which is very well manicured, very nice patio, very nice, very, very, very nice. Yeah. We didn't make it down here, which I don't know if this is like a pool or whatever. So no idea. Maybe that's where the rec room was and what have you. Well, let's see. No, it's not. Can't really see from this far. Like, look, I'm zoomed in and I still can't see. Yeah. Did it get smaller? Yeah, no idea. No idea. I'm done trying to piece it together. But yeah, 1.6 Sheduer. Even this is solid. Even this is solid for 1.6. I still like the new construction slightly better because everything is brand new, but they're both really good options. And this one has been on the market for 45 days. So again, these houses are not flying off the shelf, and these are not high-priced houses by any means. By any means. But moving along, we're going to look at this particular house, which went through a renovation. It was $695, you know, I guess when the current owners bought the house. I thought the video wasn't playing because we're still on this still shot. When the current owners bought the house. So this was listed for $695. This is a lot of house to buy for $695. Like a huge mansion for $700,000 is crazy. So yeah, I hope they didn't change this particular area, the study. I hope they didn't change that much. But obviously this old carpet that needed to go. Like, yeah, wow, I really like this pool, and it has a pool house too. I really like that pool. Like, that is a fun pool. Like, that is a pool for the entire family. When I mean the entire family, I mean your family plus your extended family, cousins, all of the above. So anyway, right, so this went to auction. I'm like, yeah, $695 is crazy. So it's the auction starting price was $695, right? 4 beds, 6 baths, 3.5 6 full baths, 3.5 baths. Right now we would just call that 7.5 bathrooms. But anyway, an infinity pool, pool house, 5 acres. Okay. Now let's look at the current state of the grounds. Remarkable. So, that nice, I really like these really nice long driveways that you can get when you're in the middle of nowhere. It's a really nice touch. Really, really nice touch. W pool, Sheduer. You could jump in that pool for show all day. Are we just looking at the pool? We are just looking at the pool. This is just the grounds. Come on, man. Why not just show us the damn house? The house isn't important. It's all about the grounds. It's all about the grounds. But anyway, listed at $4 million, you're getting that same 5 acres. We already knew it was 5 acres. Same 5 acres, right? $4 million, 4 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms. They put some extra bathrooms on it. It went from 7.5 to 10. So maybe there was a miscount. Maybe they did some addition. But as you can see, this place they put some money into. Like, this place looks substantially newer. Hold on, I gotta go back and just look at the date right here. This was the original video where they started that price of auction was at $695 was 6 years ago, so 2019. So from 2019, they're now at a whopping $4 million. $4 million, but it does look like they really didn't cheapen out. I mean, you could look at it with the fireplace. There's only 18 photos here, which honestly, if you take the right photos, is more than enough photos to get people to see the house, which is all that you really want to do anyways, to get people to see the house. Completely different kitchen. Like, I'm not a big fan of some of their choices. Some of their choices, I feel like they could have just kept going with the wood accents instead of like this, overdrawn, like Hollywood kind of look. Like this. I mean, this just doesn't do it for me. This doesn't do it for me. It's nice though. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that like it's bad quality or bad anything. Like, no, it's nice. It just doesn't feel like it belongs in the house, which is the point that I'm making. Like, this in the house doesn't match. But it's definitely, they didn't cheapen out, which was kind of the point that I was making. Especially since they're asking for 4, I don't think they really could cheapen out. That's the living area. They didn't change the study, which was the main thing I said. That's like the way that was set up. I felt like that was perfect. So this is connected to the kitchen. You could still see the counter in the mirror. So nice home feel for sure. To have a living area right by the kitchen. That's what you like. You like that. So yeah, they didn't change the study area. I mean, they updated or restored, fixed the fireplace, but that's about it. Everything else about this, which the main thing for me was the wood, was perfect. So this is the practice putting green area, which I can't say I've ever seen it indoors, but I guess it makes sense when you have the weather that you have in Cleveland or Ohio. So I mean, it makes sense. You could practice year round, and I'm sure there's a golf simulator in there too. And now this is the pool house. The pool house is completely different remodel. The pool house looks amazing. Like, this is the type of stuff that, I mean, hell, you'd put this in your own house, not just the pool house, your actual house. This I like a lot more than like the blue with these cabinets. I like this more than what they did inside of the main house. But yeah, this is they put in some work. I'm not gonna sit here and say that they didn't put in some work. $4 million or $3.5 million over 6 years is a crazy return if they can get that. But I don't know. They're gonna be sitting on this for a while. Okay, so the current here we go. We get the real sales report here. So it did sell in 2019, 6 years ago, but it sold for 1.5 and change. Okay, and now it's listed for 4. It was originally listed for 4,150, and they lowered the price by 200,000. So the real question is, wow, 230 days. Yeah, this was kind of the whole point. Is that, you know, you gotta, like, in a market like this, you have to wait, because these $4 million houses, they're like $40 million houses here in LA. Like, they don't sell right away. Like, you're really looking for a specific type of buyer. And don't get me wrong, we have more buyer pool simply because of how great the weather is, and how things are expensive, and that you know how rich people think. You know how you rich people think, Sheduer. Come on now, bro. But anyway, I would say this is not a bad property to rent, Sheduer. Like, it has the aesthetics that you're looking for. It has that masculine feel, and it's still, enough space for your family. We don't know the exact square footage of the place. Wait, was it listed in this other listing? In the old listing? No. So we don't know exactly how large the place is. We just know that it has 4 bedrooms and 10 baths, which and just looking at the scale of it, this is obviously a mansion. So you still have the mansion vibe, and the pool house is nice, bro. The pool house is really nice. All right, so we're gonna look at 2 properties that are neighboring each other. One listed for $3,250 and the other listed for $3,700. And we're gonna see which one is better. Now, this particular design, I don't know what to make of this. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. No, I know that doesn't make sense, but you get over 10,000 square feet of house. Over 10,000 square feet, nice motor court area. You have your own pond. I'm a fan of that. You have your own pond. You have, nice grounds, nice eating area. Like, it's kind of really nice. It's kind of really nice. And then we look at the inside, and the inside, as you can see, because of the design, you're gonna have like some of these things, instead of having like a very grand type of feel with the open ceiling in your living area, you have like the scale down from the slope, so they can put in things like lights and what have you. But yeah, I prefer nice open grand type of feel that this doesn't give. Right? And when you're overlooking, for example, if this was just like a completely high ceiling with, more windows, you could see outside from upstairs, versus you're upstairs and you're looking at the ceiling go down. Like, obviously you can look down, but you want to look across. But still, it's a nice living area as far as like aesthetically. Just that design part of the house is a no for me. Kind of like a real basic type of chandelier, nothing like fancy, nothing great about it. It's just like lights. It's like lights. The wall sconces are better than that. I really like this kitchen, Sheduer. Like, this is marble. This is not. This actually could be a quartz, but I like this coloring, like this gray hue. Like, I like it a lot. And I like these cabinets way better than the last house that we looked at. Like, these cabinets are really, really nice. And you have your breakfast nook right there. Or wait, what is it? Yeah, that's a breakfast nook. I'm like, that's not the dining area that we were just looking at. But yeah, I like this. There's no pot filler here though. There's no pot filler. But I mean, you really don't need a pot filler, especially when the sink is right behind you. Like, how lazy can you be? Like, the sink is right behind you. But yeah, I'm a fan of this so far. Yeah, have your breakfast, turn on the TV, put on some film, Sheduer. You're good, bro. You're good. Powder room, bar area. You don't need this, bro. Like this, like that's just gonna be for show. That will be for sure, for show. Cause yeah, you don't drink. And then this is is this a full on prep kitchen or just like a galley area? So this is kind of your theater. Not really good for theater unless they have like some shutters here that will make everything pitch black. If not, this is a terrible setup for film, right? For film, like it'll only be good at night. This is not good for during the day. But yeah, like what's up with these lights and like this is either lights, like not lights, but those little block. But it doesn't look like it. Now that I'm looking at it, this looks like this is just from the projector. I don't know what the projector is projecting, but it looks like this from the projector because there's not enough light in this space for this to be like those little blown out glass that bring in light, but it could be that too. Like we get it. That was the film room. Okay, we got it. So is this the primary? Because like they put this furniture here to try to show that you can put extra furniture in there, but this is kind of tight. Like I wouldn't have done it. This is a primary. Wow. This is like old money tub. I mean, I like, and don't get me wrong, I like this setup a lot. For me personally, I like that a lot. I like that setup a lot. And this could be like the office area. This is a loft, but you can have your people up here, Sheduer working, you know, it's a good spot. And you just have some rooms here. You know, nothing special. Nice is a nice bathroom for your guests. But yeah, this is a decent setup. You know, 5 bedrooms, 7 baths, you know, 1,600 square feet. They already have like a studio setup down here for you. So this has to be the basement because these ceilings are awfully low. All right, you're in the rec room now. So that was kind of like the change up is that we went downstairs. Rec room area, you know, little bar setup, little ping pong table, pool. So this is a nice rec area. Gym. So yeah, it's plenty of space, Sheduer, for you to put that sauna in that cold plunge that I mentioned that you're gonna, you know, kind of need. But yeah, it's a really nice setup. You got your outdoor grill. Boom. That pond though, that pond is where it's at. Didn't see a pool. There's no pool, huh? I wouldn't go swimming in that pond, Sheduer, but you know, you got enough space to put a pool. Because there is no pool, I would stay away from that house, just like other people have stayed away from this house. Like, yeah, been on the market for a while. So here's another one. Also, just came on the market. I was gonna say it's been on the market for a while. No, this just came on the market for $3.7. Right, came on the market $3.7, 40 days in. Right, five bedrooms, 7 baths, 9,400 square feet, so a little smaller, but hey, you know, sometimes smaller is better. But yeah, Sheduer, let's check it out. You got your motor court here, you know, your entryway. It's not like a grand entryway or anything, you know, it's just a nice home setup. We immediately are greeted with the split level, so the tri level, you know, type of thing. I like this living room a lot. You have a nice dining room, very nice dining room. This is like old money, you know. Must be. This is that kind of money, you know. Very elegant dining area. Really nice masculine kitchen counter here for the island. You know, your pot filler. Yeah, I really like this. What this looks like, this is quartz over here, which is more durable than what this is over here. This looks like this is some sort of marble. So this is more durable, easier to clean. Very nice. Very nice. So you got wolf range, you know, nice refrigerator here that's encased with this, you know, these cabinetry accents. Very nice detail here. They did not cheap out with this. Like, this is like excellent molding. Like I like, this is like small details that to a normal person like myself, Sheduer, like, we don't need to have it, but man, we love it when we see it, right? Double chandeliers, super duper grand, super grand. You got a bar area here over by the living area, so this is like nice where you can, you know, pretend and have your nieces and nephews come over there and serve milkshakes and whatnot. Again, it's not wet room, it's mud room. I don't know why, like, my mind slipped on that earlier. This is a mud room. It's a mud room, so you don't track mud into the house. Obviously, that's where it gets its name, okay? You hang up all of your stuff. You put your boots away, and yeah, mud room. We don't have them here. This is like an office area. I thought this was more along the lines to like a laundry area, but hey. So you got a powder room here. So this is this a primary that has its own, you know, washer and dryer? Is that it? I think that is. That's actually really nice. Like, you could, you know, do some stuff and they'd be like, damn, we messed up the sheets, and then just throw them in the washer. It's cool. It's a W. I really like this shower setup here. Like this artistic type of thing. You know, you walk in and you see your woman just in there, and she's like inviting you, and yeah, you see your man in there and he's like just inviting you. I'll make it work for everybody. That way, you know, nobody comes for me. But I like the standalone tub here as well. And like, I like this. This is like very grand. Like, this is really grand. It's really clean too. Yeah, I like, and again, I like that there's a washer and dryer there. And then you have your toilet, which you can close off. There's 2 pocket doors here. So yeah, it's pretty good. And this is a nice large room too. All these rooms are actually a decent size so far. I think all the rooms will be decent size. They should be if you have 9,400 square feet. Anyway, here's your gym area that also has ping pong table. I'm sure you just put a massage table in there, and then right out here where it looks like there's a hot tub, you can just put your cold plunge, you can put your sauna right outside. It's perfect. Perfect setup right there. Yeah, and it's right by the pool. Yeah, that's where you put those things, Sheduer. 100%. And then, yeah, you know, if you got some time, Sheduer, man, you can pick up some golf, man. Work on your swing. It's all conducive to how you throw the ball anyway. So you'll probably be an excellent golfer, you know, when it's all said and done. When it's all said and done, nice outdoor area, covered outdoor area by a deck. 2 fans with the TV, so you can go out there again, still watching film, Sheduer. Like, there's a lot of places for you to watch film throughout these, you know, amazing houses, man. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Nice pool for you to, you know, get your workout in too. And then you can go out there, you know, with your teammates, invite them over, and get some more work in, because, you know, that's what you do, man. That's what you do. Yeah, I really like these grounds. I like them. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. How many acres is this again? Did we ever say? 5 acres. 5 acres. The other one was also 5 acres, 5.4 acres. So a little more on the land side. All right, so right now we're going to look at another property. This one looks like this is really secluded. Like, this is beyond your normal range of privacy. Oh wow, this is a person giving us a tour. Hold on, I gotta put on my headphones.
Hi, welcome to 7955 Gray Eagle Chase in Gates Mills, Ohio, just 25 minutes east of downtown Cleveland. This French country estate sits on over 5 acres and has almost 15,000 square feet of finished living space. I'm Annalie Glazen with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Professional Realty and lead advisor at Glazen Home. Come on inside and take a look at our fantastic new listing.
So it wasn't a home tour, it was just her introducing herself. Nice spiral staircase, I like that.
Thanks so much for touring 7955 Gray Eagle Chase in Gates Mills, Ohio with us today. How about that pool?
We're not here for what you have to say, lady. Okay, we're just seeing if this house works for Sheduer or not. But anyway, we got 15,000 square feet, $5 million, 5 acres. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Yes, I do like the aesthetic. I do 100% like the architecture decisions here. Layout. This is a real busy layout. This is super busy. Like, this is super busy. Like, to go from one end to the other like this, and it's like, yeah, this is a lot, Sheduer. I'm not gonna lie to you, I would stay clear away from this. I mean, yeah, you'll get a workout walking from end to end, but that's about the only benefit here. But anyway, this is really nice overall. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's a bad property. I mean, you got two, fountains over here, pool, separate hot tub. Yeah, it's got its high qualities. Anyway, not a big fan of this kitchen choice of counters. I think this needs to be a little upgraded. I would like a better granite choice. These are nitpicking things. I mean, this is neither here nor there. You don't have to change it. It's just personal preference. But yeah, it's super basic. I don't see it spending a whole lot of time, looking at this nice breakfast nook. I like that. Huge dining room area that they have clearly set up for, hosting events or hosting people. Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of this type of wood choice, like the hardwood, the wood accents and the coffered ceilings. Like, it's nice. It's nice. It has very, very nice regal feel for me. But yeah, they could have, for $5 million, they could have took the time to stage it. I like this tub, by the way. I like the tubs that are like sunken. So I like that. Definitely get your film in here. This is a nice big bathroom, which from the looks of it, I'm disappointed that as big as this bathroom is, that there's no sauna. At least a sauna, not the cold plunge. Cold plunge is, you know, kind of like a new thing, but a normal person enjoys a sauna. But they do have some Miele here, and I don't know what this area is. Like, is this like a lunchroom for you in your home office? Like, I don't know what that area is. It's definitely attached to a room, some sort of room. All right, and this is like the attic space. So the rec room is like upstairs, like in the attic space, which is different. It's different. This, they have some staging in here, which makes no sense. Oh, they have an elevator. But yeah, it's nice. I would not touch this one, Sheduer. Not even for rent. Not even for rent. All right, so now we're going to look at another property with the before and after. I thought these were more still photos. So this is the drive up to show the grand scale of the drive there. 40 seconds in and we're still driving. Okay, we don't care that much. We get it. They did all that to just go to some photos. This looks like a drone shot. Yeah, it is drone shot. Can we get anything other than drone shots? Okay, the answer is no. All right, so pointless video to watch. Now we're going to move on and look at what the house looks like now. Hopefully it's still not drone shots. At least they didn't take the time to, you know, spend a minute just driving up to the house to show us absolutely nothing. It was a great video, by the way. It's a fantastic video. We got nothing from it. Wow. Wow. You know, the gold accents I like, but they definitely could have went like they could have went with other things like silver brush, but looks nice. That bathroom has some oldness to it. They definitely didn't update everything in the house, but they made sure they updated the kitchen, that's a big deal. It's a rustic type of, like, rustic feel. Like, I don't know when the last time that they replaced that roof is, but definitely they've been making repairs to it. It's unique. It's unique. So anyway, looking at 113 Quail Lane, which to me is better than the last houses that we pretty much looked at just from the kitchen. Okay, just kitchen. Let me just stick to the kitchen. Kitchen wise, kitchen choices. I like this one more. It's 2.5 million, 4 bedrooms, 7 baths, 13,000 square feet on 7 acres of land. So let's just go ahead and look at this. It looks like this is split level. I was gonna say single story, but I can see that it goes down. So it's definitely split level. In that way. Wow, there's a second story from the front door. Yeah, I'm interested, like, to find out how, like, what's up there. Like, there's not a lot of clearance space to go to a second story, but yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with being wrong. But yeah, let's just look at this kitchen. Like, the choices for this kitchen, they make it work. This is a huge island right here. Put the sink right next to the refrigerator, which is a little different. I wouldn't have expected that. I would have expected the sink to, be somewhere over here, or even right by the range and oven. But they do have a pot filler here, so you really don't need to have the sink that close. But that doesn't matter. It's fine. It's functional. It's functional. Like I said, the gold accents, maybe I wouldn't have chose the gold accents, because as you can see here with the pot filler, they have a black accent for the pot filler, along with the faucet. So you could have went with something and kept it in line with each other. In this, the knobs to the cabinets and even the refrigerator are not gold, they're brush. So they could have went brush there too. But I still nonetheless like it, to be fair. I still like it. And now I can see why they didn't put a sink over here, because there's already a sink over here. So the only place that you could put like the extra sink really is here, are by the range. And they already have a pot filler, so that only really left here to be the most logical spot left. But yes, this is a really nice kitchen. Very nice. Is that low cornu? No, it's not. That's something different. But this is still nice. This still looks really expensive. Very expensive. Yeah, I'm a fan of this. This is definitely a better buy than pretty much the ones that we've seen for like 3 million, 5 million. This is a better buy, and this still needs to be updated on a few different things. Like I'd get rid of this like carpet accent to the stairs and just leave it wood. Like, again, that's just me personally. Because that red, it just seems old, right? It looks like 1950s. I like this like den area, study area. So this is the primary. Wait, there's a downstairs to the primary? So as you can see, this is all of this is old. You take this out, put glass around it, and you don't have to do anything else to the shower area. And you will make it a full-on steam shower. Very easy to do. You don't have to change the angles of it or anything. You just make this all glass. But yeah, that's old. It's super old. I know, get out your nose. It's fine. We're family, so I'm gonna do stuff in front of you guys, okay? Okay? So this must be below, because like the ceilings are not that high. And this fireplace, there's really no place to put a TV, so I don't see Sheduer spending that much time in here at all. At all. But this is definitely like, a good space to make a parlor room. So there is a table over here. This is a good space to make a parlor room. And I have no idea what this is. It's a table without the chairs next to. I don't know. Looked like it should have been a pool table. It's definitely enough room for a pool table. But yeah, this is like really, really old. As far as everything but the kitchen. But I still like this more than what we've already looked at, because of it has a charm. It has a certain charm, right? Hasn't been on the market as long as the others. Will it sell? I don't know. They did try to sell it for $3,250,000, right? Lowered the price. It probably expired. Put it back on at 2.5, just to see, what they could do. But yeah, that's a far cry from $3,250,000. And they bought it in 2017 for $1,625,000. So again, these are like houses that you're waiting for the right person. They even lowered the price again. It's now $2,250,000. Right? $2,250,000. Again, they bought it in 2017. That's 8 years. 8 years. you know, and now they're hoping to get 600,000 more than what they bought it for. It's not really a good overall growth rate, which is like super important to, at least to me, when you buy a house. When you buy a house, you want to have like an exit point. Am I tripping? Like, now the price history is unavailable. How is the price history unavailable? We were just looking at it. Oh well. You guys seen it. They lower the price. All right. So, yeah. So now we're going to look at a house that, you know, for 3.5, it's got like a lot of cool things about it, you know, at least from the aesthetic standpoint. It's not like anything we've looked at so far, right? This is a terrible night photo. I know what they tried to do, but you need to hire a better photographer for something like this. The photographer should be fired for this. Like, this is horrible. 8,800 square feet, $3.5 million. You know, definitely has some different features that we haven't seen. This isn't even a drone photo. This is just from Google Earth. Like, horrible photos. These photos are horrible. Like, what did you take this like with a Polaroid camera? Are these like photos from 1990? Like, are these original photos from, you know, like, hello? Because it feels like 1990. I mean, I like the area, the recent. Like, here's the thing. I like this house. Like, I actually like this house. This house has like a real nice futuristic design to it. Like, it's super modern. But these photos are horrible. But yeah, kitchen needs to be updated. I feel like these, like, I don't know if these are the photos from 1990 from before and they've updated everything. Like, I can't tell. But yeah, I like this living area with the little, I don't know what this is. It's supposed to be a fish tank or a fire pit. It looks like this is a fish tank, which I'm not a fan of. If it's for fire, like a fire pit, you turn it into a fire pit, I like that. This is a fire pit. I'm okay. I'm like, I couldn't tell because this photo is so bad that this looks like this looks like it was a part of something, versus now I can see the fire pit over here, and this is just to take in the fire. It's the chimney. But yeah, you got this. I mean, this money shot overlooking the pond. Like, we haven't left the area at all, have we? Like, we stayed in the living area for like 20 shit photos. Here, their office here. This is the rec room / movie theater. They got a wine / wine cellar if it's properly temperature regulated. That's a huge plus. This is the primary gym. I mean, these photos are so bad, bro. Like, I feel like had these had better photos, I'd have like a much higher opinion of it than I do. But to use the Google Earth image, not even the 3D version, just the flat version, instead of just getting a drone shot, is criminal. 6.5 acres. That's criminal. To me, that's criminal. That's no. Like, no wonder why it's still in the market. Like, it's just, yeah. Anyway, these are the type of photos, quality photos you should be taking when selling a $3.5 million house. This lady, she's selling 2.6 million, 7,800 square feet, 4 bedrooms. And I'm looking at it right now, and I'm not wowed by this kitchen. It does have, you know, some stuff going for it. I'm gonna give it some props. Hold. Let's go back to the first for starters. definitely like this architecture choice. That's a huge plus. Definitely like the stone floor. Definitely like the exposed ceilings and the wood beams. 100%, I like that. Is that the entryway? Yes, it is. I like this. I like this setup very much. This has some real charm to it. It's like super clean. Is this new construction? Because it feels new. It feels new. Really I like this bar. I like the counter choice for the bar. I like this setup for the dining area. This is really nice setup. I do not like this choice of granite for the galley kitchen, but I do like the choice of cabinetry very much. Very much. I like the choice of cabinetry is remarkable. So I mean, all I would change out right there is the countertops. Wow, I like this like Brazilian wood accent type of thing for this like powder room with these mosaic tiles. So far, the only thing that I could say that I did not really like so far was the countertops. So far, this looks really nice. Like, this has to be new construction. Like, this is like beautiful. Right now, I'm not really a fan of like the angle shape for this office. Like, I would like a nice, symmetrically square office. Right? You could have made this something else, but I mean, hey, they're trying to maximize the spaces in the house so the spaces aren't completely dead. But yeah, nice big grand fill to your primary. Notice how the first bedroom we seen was the primary. Now your primary bathroom. I don't like this. Because to me, this is too specific. Like, the mosaic worked in that powder room because it was just a powder room. But to have this by your tub, I don't like that. So behind the tub is the shower. Not a fan of that. You're better off just putting glass right here, just a glass window. Because, I mean, look, let's be honest here. When you are able to afford, this type of house, you are affording your best life. And your best life includes enjoying as much of your partner, spouse, whatever, as possible. Not being able to see them while a shower or a bath is going on at the same time is not what you're really looking for. Or at least it's not what I'm looking for. Let me put it like that. It's not what I'm looking for. But yeah, here you got this gym. I would have painted this all one color. And that color would have been white. Like, your gym, you need to have the gym be the most basic thing. Not blue and orange, yellow. Too much going on. Right, and here you have like a cabin. I like that. Have a cabin as like the guest house. Oh, it's a lodge. It's not even a cabin. This is a lodge. Yeah, I like this a lot. Oh yeah. Yes, 100%. This is excellent. This, being that I like things that have like this adjacent feel to a time that we did not get to experience or live. I like that a lot. Like, this just feels like something that was built by whoever in 1838. You know what I mean? They just built a cabin. This is that kind of aesthetic. This is that kind of feel. Like, even with the wooden toilet. Like, I like this. That's amazing. It is right by the pond. That's amazing. I like that a lot. So yeah, this place gets a high grade for me, with the only real knock being some of the angular shapes to the rooms, especially the office. But other than that, in the kitchen counters, I don't have a problem with this place at all. When was this built? 2006? Yeah, it felt newer. This is the one so far, I believe, that has the highest probability of selling. Because, again, just looking at it, you're not selling these to necessarily make money on the out, right? You're not buying these with that expectation of selling them to make money on the out. You're buying them with the expectation to enjoy them. And hopefully, if you do ever decide to exit, you exit at least breaking even. That's what you're looking for in a market where it's not highly driven by huge demands. Because again, like these houses, if anywhere you put these houses anywhere in the proximity of LA, I'm talking about 40 minutes, from LA, 50 minutes. At these price points, sold. There's many different areas here that are that far from LA, from central LA, that would sell for millions of dollars, like a few $1 million like these. That one for 2.6, Sheduer, I would rent that for sure. That's the one that out of everything that I've seen, that's the one I would 100% say, yeah, go ahead, rent that. Though, yeah. We'll go over all the houses when we're finished. So anyway, right now we're going to look at a house that I'm actually surprised Enos has not toured, because this property is immaculate. Now, the reason why I say I'm surprised he didn't tour it, because they have this at like a ridiculous price. It's like 18 million or something like that. They have this at like a ridiculous price compared to everything that we've seen. You could probably, like out of everything we've seen, you could probably buy all 9 of the other properties for less than this. If you negotiated the right pricing, you could buy all those properties that we just seen for less than this one. But let's go ahead and check it out. She's actually going to give us a tour, I think. Well, hopefully it's a tour and not just, introduction and then just the house. But I'm cool with that if that's the case.
Today, we are stepping into one of the most iconic properties in the Midwest. 20,000 square feet of living space designed by renowned interior yacht designer Ari Lohr, situated on 60 pristine acres in Hunting Valley, with features and amenities unlike any other home in Northeast Ohio. Welcome to 2875 Chagrin River Road.
So it was just another introduction. But I like this music, it's more dramatic. Oh, so someone's living there. I almost thought they just built this to sell it. No, someone's living there. Got your sauna right there. Wow. Wine type of cellar. Yeah, Sheduer, this is legendary. This is the legendary house that you should not buy at all. Don't. But if you can rent it, do that. Low Cornu, baby. Highest of the high end. Now that is a proper screening room. Fire! This is amazing. Hands down, this is like the most amazing property that they have available. And I'm telling you, the only person that should even remotely buy this is Deshaun Watson. And I don't think Deshaun Watson should buy this. I think this house is really for someone who has, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars. You know, let's scratch that. Billions of dollars, and is, you know, wants to live secluded maybe 2 months out of the year. Other than that, this house would remain unoccupied, because this is not like, again, this is like an hour away from Cleveland. This is like an hour away from things to do. Literally, this is like an hour away from things to do. I guess the other people that could buy it are like the owners of the franchises, in, you know, sports franchises. Like, you have a very limited amount of people that you could sell this to, and they know that. They know that. Right? You have a very limited amount of people that you could sell this to, that you could sell 20,000 square feet to for $18 million, right? Definitely, aesthetically, it's very nice. Nice pond. You know, I didn't see a pool, but I'm sure there's a pool. But, I mean, let's just look at it. Let's just look at it, you know, nice border court area, nice driving area. Yes, we get it, snow. You know, who doesn't like snow? You know, for a photo. I know people don't like snow to be in snow, but I'm talking about for a photo. But yeah, you got your nice staircase here. It has an elevator. You know, this was like a mosaic thing, like to have the peacocks or whatever. I get it, but I like the copper ceilings and I like the chandelier. Let's just go with what I like. This isn't bad. It's just, again, specific. I'd rather have a painting there. Like, I'd rather you put a painting of the you know, a mosaic painting even, right? Where I could put my own painting there. Like, I could see my own painting. But yeah, I love these exposed beams in this great room. This is like, yeah, this is excellent. Like, this has a nice home feel to it. And then I like the matchbook here to that marble. Like, again, this is super duper nice, bro. This is super nice. Super, like, just aesthetic wise, this is like as perfect as you can get it. Like, this is as perfect as you can get it. Like, these appliances, they did not cheapen on the appliances whatsoever. They didn't cheapen on anything. Like, everything is high end. They have a butcher block over here. 2 butcher blocks, by the way. 2 butcher blocks. You've got the wood accents to both refrigerators. You got Miele appliances, a low Cornu range in oven with a pot filler. Like, this is just elegance in every facet. Literally every freaking facet that you can imagine. Plus, what looks like a butler's pantry, or you know, galley kitchen area. You have the office here, a nice office setup. I mean this. Then you have carpet. I wouldn't have chose carpet, but it's whatever. But you have a really nice fireplace with more matchbook stonework. I mean, look, this is just. I mean, this place is beautiful. Let me just say it. This place is remarkably beautiful. This is a proper setup as far as lighting wise, because you don't want any light when in your screening room. Like, no light is right, okay? No light is right. For me, this kind of feels like, you know, the entry or part of Space Mountain with the curvature, like, you know, because it's not like straight line. And personally, I like that. It probably has a benefit of trapping the sound and making the sound better as well. Like, I don't know, it might, you know what I mean? It's a detail that only the owner would know and would be able to transfer to the agent. But, you know, again, really nice rooms, really nice wallpaper. Like, there's a lot of good choices that they made here. Like, some of these choices that they made are excellent. And then you have like this wine cellar which definitely is going to be temperature regulated because they have some expensive things down here. Okay, they have some expensive things down here. But yeah, there's a glass here. Yeah, it's completely temperature regulated. So you have your wine cellar parlor area. Is that book match? Yeah, it looks like it's book match. It's not a perfect book match, but it's still book match nonetheless. Still book match here. This is way better with the book matching for this bar area. I mean, this is, again, for $18 million, I get it. You got your hot tub here. I don't know where the pool is, but that's a hot tub. You got your greenhouse. And I mean, this is awesome. Okay. I'll just say it. This is awesome. But I also say it, unless you are the owner of a sports team in Cleveland, unless you have your business in Cleveland or, just in Ohio, I guess in general, to be honest with you. I know Ohio's not like a huge state, but you have your business and it's, you're worth hundreds of millions, close to $1 billion, billions of dollars. This is an excellent option for someone like that. For like a Deshaun Watson or in this case Sheduer Sanders, this is a terrible buy, because to me you would have the most difficult time selling this. You'd have the most difficult time selling this. Like, this is built in 2018. It's been on the market forever. It's been on the market. It'll probably stay on the market for years to come. Originally listed at $20 million. We don't know what it originally sold for, but it's a terrible purchase. It's a terrible purchase. This is a terrible purchase for someone who doesn't just have the money to and cares about what their exit price is. If you care about what your exit price is, like as in you don't see yourself having the property indefinitely, do not buy this. This is like the house you do not buy. If you ever have it in your mind that, hey, you know what, well, this isn't a definite like forever type of thing, you don't buy this. If this is forever type of thing, this is perfect, because there's nothing that this house doesn't give me. The one thing we didn't see was like a cold plunge, but it had a sauna, and I mean that's a plus. It's 20,000 square feet. There's plenty of the house that we do not see, because there's only so much you can show, which is why I'm surprised like Enos hasn't shown this house before, because that's the missing marketing, if you ask me, that these people are missing, is to have someone of that caliber show the house, right? Have someone of that caliber, Enos, Eric, like have someone of that caliber that has that much cachet in the home touring space for this type of high-end luxury. You need that person to make people see like, oh wow, that's an amazing house, and even then you got to be prepared to sell this property like at $12 million, because 18, I don't see 18. Not for this. Like, but again, you might be able to squeeze more if you just have one of these people show it, because this video right here, if this were Enos, this 471,000 would be 4 million. If this were Eric, this 471,000 would be 4 million. 4 million views, 4 million hits, 4 million impressions, and that would be a lot. But I mean, again, 471,000 views is nothing to sneeze at. That's like really, really good marketing. It's just, you got to go a little above. You got to go a little above, because there are luxury people that are checking for Enos. But anyway, let me stop talking about marketing of properties, because that's not what this video is for. This video is to say what you should do, Sheduer. What you should do, brother. What you should do. Out of everything we've seen, okay? Out of everything we've seen, let's just go with a quick rundown, okay? Quick rundown. Let's just go ahead and peel the Band-Aid off. This, don't touch it. This house, rent rent this. This was how you buy Deshaun. You guys could link up. This is a perfect house. You have, you know, some of your teammates come over. Maybe they could be roommates too with you, bro, because they're like, it's 4 bedrooms. This is like a perfect situation. You could probably rent this house for about, you know, $8,000, maybe $10,000, you know, a month. For between 4 of you guys, that's pocket change. POCKET change. Okay. This we don't even want to touch this. Even though I like this one, it's just that the photos were so bad it left a bad impression to me. So I'm like, hey, you know what? This is like clearly this is a front runner for me. This one right here, I like this one too, but I think this is a bit much. That it doesn't fit aesthetically, right? And it doesn't fit your profile. Only the kitchen, but you know that's about it. So I would stay away from this one too. This one is super pass. Don't rent it. Don't buy it. Horrible. This one right here, I like this one a lot. I would say this is something that you could 100% rent. This has the right feel, but you're looking at spending $15,000 a month for something like this. So, you know, choice is up to you, but I do like that one. This one, I'd stay away from this one. I stay away from that one. This one, I like this one too. I would say this is not a bad property to rent, but they're probably going to want anywhere between $15,000 to $20,000. I definitely like the pool house, you know, kitchen a bit more as far as the cabinets wise than the main house, but this is still pretty damn good. But I think this is just way too big, and I'm like, we don't even know what the square footage is. As far as this house, Sheduer, this is probably one of the only ones that I would say, you know what, you could probably buy this house for like 1.3, 1.4. You could probably buy this, and 4 or 5 years from now, you could probably sell it for minimal loss or potential small margin of profit. So I like it for that. So if you were considering buying, I would say this would be the best one to buy. And lastly, this house, which is brand new, I would say this is also worth buying. Also worth buying with the understanding that you may have a minimal loss or break even in the next 4 to 5 years. But I like this because everything is brand new. You can still make some choices with this, which is another thing that I like about it. Personally, I would stick around the 1.5 number, and I think they would go for that because it would be sold and they don't have to find another buyer for it. But I think you buy it for 1.5 with the understanding that 4 or 5 years from now, you might have to sell it for the same price you bought it for or slightly less. And of course, the reason why I said lastly, because we already wrote off the Van Schwernen house. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, but we already wrote that house off because look, let's face it, this is way too much house, and it's something that you probably have to go up with the historic people of this region in Ohio to make any changes. Like, there are probably so many things that you can't do to this property, which is one of the reasons why it's not updated, because it's all, like historic properties is all about preservation. So I would steer clear from this. I wouldn't rent this. I would go look at it like a museum, and that's it. I would say go look at this, Sheduer. Go look at it. So only 2 of these properties that I would say, you know what, you could buy it for 1.4, 1.5. The rest of the ones that I said you could rent that. I would suggest just rooming up with some of the guys that you meet. Like have that feel, that team feel, like how you did at Colorado, and just get to work. That way you can work every day. You move in with a couple of receivers that are trying to make waves and trying to make their way onto the roster if they're not already on the roster. And you guys just link up and you guys work. running back, work, you know, like just work. So that's what I suggest, Sheduer. You know, between last week and this week, as far as what I feel, you either want to be close and have, you know, not as much space to, you know, invite some of the guys and put in some extra work at home, or you want to be close where, you know, when it's time to go ball and time to go play, time to go to the facilities, you know, to practice, you can be there much earlier than everybody, and also leave later than everybody because you don't have as much distance to travel. But hey, I would say link up with Deshaun. Like right now, as far as I'm concerned, you guys both have something in common, as in there's people in the higher ups that are rooting against both of you guys. So go be Batman. Anyway, that's gonna wrap this up. Maybe I'll do another one of these, but we won't do 2 parts. And I don't mean Sheduer, but maybe we'll do this kind of style of video. I'm gonna go back to the original style of video for the next Celebrity Sunday, because these take a while to shoot and edit. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Peace.